Let us begin with a new lesson in physics today, and that is on force. Now, in order to understand, children, the lesson of force, it is first necessary that we understand force is a push or a pull. In our daily life, we pick up things, we open things, shut things. Now, pick up things means the pencil is kept over here, I pick it up. Open things means when you come inside your house, many a times the door is opened for you. When you get inside, you shut back the door. Kick the things, hit the things. Now when you are playing, suppose you are playing football, or you must have seen children playing football, they kick the ball, right? The batsman hit the ball with his bat. Lift the things and do a lot of more activities like this. Can we replace these terms which cause a change in the motion of an object by single term? Now, for all these things, all these activities that we do, can we have just one single word which can be used for all these things? So, let's see what exactly is force. A push or a pull on any object is termed to be force. That means, children, if I push a thing or I pull a thing, then I am applying what is known as force, right? Now this pencil is kept over here. If I push it, it'll move. If I pull it back, it'll again move towards me. So this pushing or pulling of any object is termed to be force. And so now we are going to see how force interacts and what exactly is this force. Now look at this picture, children. What are they trying to show? They are trying to show that certain number of people are together trying to push the bus. And when they are going to push the bus will go in the backward direction. That means it will go away from these people who are pushing. So pushing is when the object moves away, and pulling is when the object moves towards you. A bus shown in the given figure will move only when it is pushed or it is pulled. The bus may begin to move in the direction of the applied push or pull. Now when they are pushing it, children, the bus will go in the backward direction. And if they hold it somehow with a rope and they try to pull it, the bus will move in the forward direction. Motion is not possible without the application of force. Now, if this bus is not in a working condition, it is not working. As you can see over here, no driver can be seen sitting over here. That means the bus will not move. And then, how can you move a bus under such condition where a driver is not sitting? Then it can only be pushed or pulled. The word interaction, children. The word interaction, the inter in this word interaction means mutual, in between any two bodies. Thus, the interaction between two bodies is what is known as force. When you pull or push a car stuck in mud, you are exerting force on it. Now you must have seen it. Children, when the car gets stuck somewhere in the mud, then people push it from the back in order to move it out. This force may or may not be able to move the car. Sometimes if only one person is moving or pushing, the car will not move. If more than one person, 3 or 4 people start pushing, then the car starts moving. Thus, force is an agent which can move or tend to move an object. Now, force when applied single-handed means by one person, then there are chances that the object will move or will not move. Now, when you want to stop any moving object, what do? We apply force. How? By pushing the brakes. So, the force can, children, stop or tend to stop an object. A force can change or tend to change the direction of motion. Now, when you are playing, children, badminton, many of you must have played badminton, children. So, when the shuttlecock comes towards a person, he or she hits it with the bat, and that cock which was coming towards you changes the direction and moves towards the other person. Same way, you must have seen players playing cricket. When the ball goes towards the batsman hits the ball and changes the direction of the ball. So the force can change or tend to change the direction of motion. Force can increase or decrease the speed of an object. Now suppose you are cycling. Many of you must have cycle and you must be having cycles at home. So when you want to increase the speed of your bicycle, children, what do? You start paddling it faster. You apply more energy, you apply more force, and as a result, the speed of the bicycle increases. If you want to decrease the speed of the bicycle, either you apply the brakes or you start paddling it slowly. So that decreases the speed of the bicycle. So all these things can be seen when the force is being applied. During pushing or pulling, at least two objects are required. Now look at the figure which is given in your books, children. It is very difficult to decide that who is pushing and who is pulling. Again, over here there is another picture, children. Again, this one you can't make out that who is pushing and who is pulling. That means it is very difficult at times when we look at the pictures that to decide that whether they are pushing or they are pulling. So let's see a little more about force. Now look at this figure which is given over here, children. A girl was trying to push the table in the beginning, so she was not able to push the table alone. But when the brother also came to help out, together they were able to push the table in the forward direction. Now when they are pushing, the table will move away from the children. Look at the second picture. Now in this case, both the children are pushing the table in the opposite direction. The girl is trying to push it in the forward direction and the boy is trying to push the table away from him. So what do you think, children? What will happen in this case? Now whoever is stronger, that means is applying more force, will be able to push the table. Now when you look at the children, this girl is bigger. So obviously she will apply more force and the table will move towards the boy. So that means, children, that if there is a body and same force is applied in the opposite direction, as I have illustrated over here, 5 Newton force is applied from both the direction. Now in this case, children, the resultant force which is acting on the body is 0. So the body is not going to move from its place because the same force is applied from both the directions. So it will not move. But suppose over here the force is 15 Newton. Okay. Now what do you think will happen, children? Because this is a bigger force, it will be able to push the body towards the forward direction. Now the resultant force is what, children? The subtraction of the two. If I subtract 15 Newton and 5 Newton, that means how much resultant force is acting on the body? 10 Newton of resultant force is acting on a body. And so the body will move in the forward direction. Look at the second figure, children. There was a 5 Newton force acting on a body and then again a 5 Newton of force acting on a body in the same direction. Now how much is the total resultant force acting on a body, children? 10 Newton. Now we will add up these force, children, because they are the two forces that are acting on a same body in the same direction. So we add up the resultant force and now the force acting on this body is of 10 Newton and it will move in the forward direction. So this is resultant force. Now look at this picture which is shown over here in your books, children. The teams are playing a match of tug of war. Now whichever team will pull the rope harder will be the winner and the second team will be pulled towards them. So the same thing what I explained you right now is written here, children. Force applied in the same direction will be added up. That means you add it. And force applied in the opposite direction will be subtracted. The net force will be the difference of the two applied forces. So we can say force has magnitude as well as direction. Now magnitude means it has a value, right? I was like writing 10 Newton. So that is the magnitude, how much is the value of it. And direction means in which direction is it going, whether it is going in the east direction, west, north, south, in which direction is it going. If more than one force acts on a body, then the net force acting on a body is a vector sum of all the forces. As I showed you in the second figure, children, when more than one force is acting on a body in the same direction, then we add up the forces. So with this we come to an end of today's video, where I've explained you the introduction for the lesson force. Thank you. I hope, children, after seeing the entire video and after listening to me very carefully, you have understood each and everything that I have tried to explain you. Now, if you have really understood the lesson well, don't forget to please subscribe, like, and do share my videos with many of your friends, so that they also are being helped by me, that is Mrs D Nandan. So, thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.